claim about immigrants from former President Donald Trump.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Trump was referring to Springfield, Ohio, where an estimated
Controversial take. I happen to think there's a difference between Trump and Harris. Yes, there is. Okay. Donald Trump, no new wars, baby. That's right. He's the peaceful dove. Okay, I'm done. I'm done memeing. Listen, yeah, the difference between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump in terms of how the Democratic Party operates is 4 years, okay? Watch this space. 4 years in the future, you'll see Kamala Harris, maybe 2 years in the future, because that time frame of like Democrats catching up to Republican policies is actually shortening too. You know, we'll see. 2 years. Come midterm elections, Kamala Harris is going to be advocating for mass deportations too, I think.
15,000 new refugees from Haiti have settled into a city that only had about 60,000 people as of 2020. Lilia Luciano went to Springfield to talk to people there about changes in their city.
At this community center, Haitian immigrants get food, clothes, and help finding work.
They're here, and they're our responsibility.
Casey Rollins, who runs the St. Vincent de Paul Society, says the supplies are an open-armed welcome from this community for asylum seekers, especially from Haiti, fleeing violence and starvation from a country in collapse.
They work 3 jobs. They just never stop working.
But when it comes to immigration, Springfield has become tense since last August, when a minivan driven by a Haitian immigrant without a valid license collided head-on with a school bus, 11-year-old Aiden Clark.
We're not taking any more. And who can stop them from coming?
The pain in the community has been real for a while.
What does it feel like, though, to hear the kinds of things that are being said?
Unfortunately, it's about Haitian. The bad topic is the Haitian people. I'm not too afraid of that. Because I think it's going to pass.
Springfield was once a manufacturing hub. Since 2000, jobs have dropped by nearly half. And while Haitian immigrants, most of whom have temporary protected status and work permits, have been blamed for stealing jobs,
there are more than enough jobs.
Business owners like job recruiter Alex Muller see their presence as vital.
They are accepting and helping certain supply chains where we...
Do you agree with Sam's take that this will cause an economic renaissance in Springfield? It already has started. Dude, whenever there is a mass influx of migrants into any particular area, it 100% helps the economy. These people are delusional. They're just straight up primed to look at the conditions deteriorating around them. And then some guy comes in and says, it's the black people that caused it. And they go, oh, yeah, you're right. It is the black people. That's it. Why have they gone to Springfield? Because there were a lot of job openings in Springfield. That's it. There was a lot of job openings in Springfield and not enough people to fill those roles. So a couple Haitian migrants went there. And then, I mean, that's how every enclave starts. There were job openings. So they were like, oh, they need people. Like, they need people to work these jobs. So they went there. And then other Haitians came afterwards as well, word of mouth.
We saw a vacancy in people that rejected those jobs prior.
It's a complicated issue that can't be divided along political lines.
What needs to happen or what needs to come in for that coexistence?
As apolitical as I would like to remain, I think a lot of politicians are sort of caught up in the need to, and in this whole situation, instead of humanizing it.
For Nathan Clark, his message to politicians surrounding immigration is deeply personal.
Using Aiden as a political tool is, to say the least, reprehensible.
It was his son who was a year ago in the bus crash.
My son, Aiden Clark, was not. He was accidentally by an immigrant from Haiti. This tragedy is felt all over this community.
I don't understand how this story started. It's because 20,000 Haitians went and started living in Springfield since like 2020. Okay, that's it. The story starts even before then, though. The story starts with the economy tanking in the Rust Belt when factories started closing and opening up new shops in either Mexico or even in certain instances China. Then the jobs went away. Once the jobs went away and the shops went away, all of a sudden 20,000 is a lot, though. Seriously, 20,000, you think it's okay? Dude, of course I think it's okay. Why would I have an issue? Dude, what the f are you talking about? People love that, like, everyone is leaving California to go to Florida. The same, I bet you, as a right-winger, you probably love, okay, that there's so much migration happening into Florida, interstate migration. They're just people, man. What the f are you talking about? You just don't analyze them in the same vein as, like, you know, the regular, normal, good Americans. That's it. I'm willing to bet if it was 20,000 white people, if it was 20, think about it this way. If it was 20,000 white people that moved from Idaho to Ohio, okay, to work those jobs, you would be talking about this as a phenomenal achievement for Springfield, okay? You'd be like, damn, how incredible that Springfield's economy revitalized so unimaginably. What the f is going on? But when it's Haitians, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. So anyway, at least you recognize that you're getting bad propaganda. I'm glad that you, that's a very healthy first step. Anyway, that's it though. That's literally it.
The state and even the nation. But don't spin this towards hate.
We learned that during the pandemic, some people here left the workforce and didn't come back. So those Haitian immigrants are...
20,000 is a lot, by the way, for Springfield. Springfield's population size now is 154,000, okay? It's a lot of people, but it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. That's the difference. In Vegas, we don't like Californians. That's why I'm looking for a different feed, lol. Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything? Chatter is an anti-woke YouTube grifter. Mecha Random is an anti-woke YouTube grifter. This is their real Twitch account. How the f did you figure that out quickly like that? That's crazy. I thought he was being kind of normal about it. Oh, you said if it was 20,000 white people or something. If 20,000 Californians moved into Vegas, which I'm sure there has been an even larger number of Californians that have moved to Vegas in recent years, especially during COVID, you would cherish that. You could say like, oh, I hate that, but like the benefits to your economy is positive. Like it's a good thing. It absolutely is a good thing. That's so silly. It's true. Nevadans hate Californians for no reason. Like most of us here aren't born in Nevada, but we still hate them. Shaking my head. Yeah, see, nearly 158,000 people relocated to Nevada from California since 2020. I didn't hear no dang Californians eating rats or cats or other pets. Wonder why. Wonder why these people are being analyzed differently. Perhaps there's some other reason as to why this has become a major story. Ain't nobody talking about Californians bringing diseases to Vegas. Think, chatter. Think. People didn't complain about this with Ukrainian refugees either. I wonder why. People don't complain about this with Canadians either. I wonder why. It's because they're Haitian. That's it. For those of you who are not understanding. In 2 years since Russia's invasion, the U.S. program has resettled 187,000 Ukrainians with little controversy. Objectively a good thing, by the way. Like, I've always been in support of this. Chatter's moved the goalpost to legality now. Yeah, no, I know that they moved the goalpost, but like the difference between Ukrainian refugees coming into the United States of America and Haitian refugees coming into the United States of America is nothing, actually. It's literally nothing. They also have the proper paperwork. They're a temporary protected status. So they're actually just refugees. There is one difference, though. Can you figure out what the difference is? Because they both have TPS. Can you figure out what the difference is with Venezuelan refugees and Haitian refugees as opposed to Ukrainian refugees? I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out because it's not like they all speak English. I wonder what it is, bro. I wonder what it is. Oh, it's because they're black and brown. Got it. That's what it is. Never mind. Ain't nobody's out here talking about Ukrainian refugees eating household pets or Ukrainian gangs taking over apartment complexes. Yeah, what was that about, dude? What the was that about?
Keeping some industries alive, but that this small city needs more resources from the government to continue to adapt for the growth. Nate.
Lilia, thank you.
New reaction tonight in the wake of a debate talking point last night about Springfield, Ohio, which we should say right off the bat is not supported by any evidence that we or really anyone has been able to find.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs.
I also don't really like this. Because it's like, just say it's a lie, man. It's a lie. We haven't been able to find evidence for this claim that they're making is not strong enough, okay? Just say they're lying because they're lying. And I think they know that they're lying. They don't give a So you might as well just openly address that that is what it is. Yeah, they're giving it attention, which is super 2016. Just, if you're going to cover it, don't say unsubstantiated claim about pets. Just say, this is a lie. We went there. We talked to officials. We talked to cops. We talked to the Haitian people. And we didn't talk to the most inbred hicks that call all the Haitians, like, you know, sand N-words or whatever, which is wild because, like, that's not even the proper racial terminology for Haitian people, but, like, that's besides the point. Okay? And that's it.
The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
He's talking about black people, Haitian migrants.
I agree with you, but wouldn't the counter argument be that they're coming from a broken economy, having less to offer? Not that I think this, just that I don't know better and would like to understand. You think the Ukrainian economy, even before the invasion of Russia, was not damn near identical to like any number of different broken economies? Ukraine was a third world country. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Californians moving to Nevada. Oh, I thought he was trying to be like, no, you don't understand. Like, I was talking about Ukrainians coming to America, which they should. There is no problem with this. Okay. I have no issue with this. This community fundraised so that Ukrainian refugees could relocate, okay, and escape Ukraine. So, like, 100%, this is not only something that I agree with, but also something that I funded and facilitated and supported, okay? A lot more than I can say on this issue than, like, all these other random, like, I'm pro-Ukrainian because I want them all to die type accounts on Twitter, all right? I have done more than Drew Pavlo for Ukrainians and Ukraine in general. Just want to point that out. For that little piece of gets another check from some ultra-Zionist fascist dude to do the worst type of defense for Israel. Do you know what the third world means? Okay, shut up. You know exactly which type of terminology I used when referencing Ukraine. Ukraine is a developing nation, okay? I don't care about its alignment. Ukraine had the same conditions of every other developing nation, okay? Of course, Moldovan Mama Liga gets mad. And even then, significantly better than Moldova, okay? At least they have 44 million people before Russia invaded. What the f does Moldova have? 8 cows. Don't get me started on this. Moldova got 10 cows now. My mistake.
Migrants. And yes, that actually happened last night in the presidential debate. The former president amplifying a claim going around in right-wing media. He's also been citing the death of an 11-year-old Springfield boy last year when a Haitian driver, now in prison, hit the school bus he was riding in. Here's what the father, Nathan, said last night at a public meeting.
You think you won't suffer consequences for your Moldova slander? I think it'd be really funny if there was like a Moldova nationals who ends up me out of all of the people that I've pissed off. It's like the one Moldovan guy. And he's like, we have 10 cow, you piece of... We have 10 cow. You said we have 8 cow. We have 10. You piece of...
They have spoken my son's name and used his death for political gain. This needs to stop now. They can vomit all the hate they want about illegal immigrants, the border crisis, and even untrue claims about fluffy pets being ravaged and eaten by community members. However, they are not allowed, nor have they ever been allowed to mention Aiden Clark from Springfield, Ohio.
Well, tonight, Aiden Clark's dad built on his remarks, saying in a statement, the attention brought to our case in the last few weeks is 100% politically motivated. We've been grieving for over a year now, so why are you suddenly concerned? Politics. More on the politics of that and the related theories, conspiracy theories about house pets from CNN's Omar Jimenez.
When you hear allegations of Haitians eating dogs and cats and taking them off the street and stealing them from people's yards, what is your reaction when you hear that?
It was shocking to me, honestly, because the first question I asked myself, where in the world do people are eating pets?
Viles Dorsonville is the head of the Haitian Community Help and Support Center in Springfield, Ohio. He came to the United States about 4 years ago from Haiti, and he hasn't just questioned the nature of the recent rumors, he's questioned what they will do to his community.
It's just like xenophobia, it's just like bigotry, discrimination, and they do not normally take time to see the impact that can have on the mental health of the immigrants fleeing the country from all kind of chaos.
To be clear, former President Donald Trump's claims are not supported by evidence. In a statement to CNN, a spokesperson for the city of Springfield said there have been no credible reports or specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community. But all of this has also come as part of a very real surge in Haitian population in Springfield.
We have realistically been saying 12 to 15,000 immigrants is what we have counted through the health department and other agencies.
And they are here legally under the immigration parole program. Once here, immigrants are then eligible to apply.
By the way, if you want to understand why Springfield is so angry all the goddamn time, or the people that you've seen in those videos are so angry, Springfield is one of the highest rates. Springfield, as of 2021, before the Haitian migrants came into Springfield, Springfield had one of the highest rates in America compared to all the communities from all sides, from the smallest towns to the very largest cities. One's chance of becoming a victim of either violent or property here is 1 in 17. Within Ohio, more than 99% of the communities have a lower rate than Springfield. In fact, after researching dangerous places to live, Neighborhood Scout found Springfield to be one of the top 100 most dangerous cities in the USA. Okay? This was before Haitian people came in. This shows me and everyone else that understands how it works that obviously Springfield is a underserved community that has been left behind that, of course, had a ton of issues. This is also probably part of the reason why there is a massive there's a massive influx of migrants coming in to Springfield, because that's usually where a lot of immigrants are like, there's some opportunity here. Okay? There is opportunity here. It's not going to be, they're not like, immigrants are not going to be able to go to places where there's like already super expensive housing and very little unemployment overall. That's probably why they went to Springfield to begin with. And in that situation, they actually unironically end up making the town thrive, which then leads to more tax revenue, which then over the course of many years allows the town to fix itself. And then it allows the town to become gentrified. And then the cycle continues. Okay? What is this? Ilhan Omar talked about Haitian immigrants on CNN.
Overall, it's obviously a much more complicated and nuanced picture than what the Trump Vance campaign are painting about what's happening in Springfield. But when you hear a false claim like that amplified to nearly 70 million people, do you worry about what it means for the Haitian refugees who are living in places like that?
Well, first, I want to say just the insanity of having a senator, a candidate for vice president, and a former president, and now a candidate for president, really talking about memeing into reality.
Yeah, Springfield has more people living there in 1920 than it does now. It was a dilapidated, dying town that was injected life by immigrants. Yes, exactly. Same with Hazleton in Pennsylvania. And the same anti-immigrant sentiment was launched towards Hazleton, Pennsylvania, even though, ironically enough, Hazleton, Pennsylvania also saw a period of revitalization as a consequence of an influx of migrants.
Reality, a conspiracy, dangerous story like this. What it means is that there are so many people now who are looking for stories to make this true. And it gins up this dangerous reaction by folks who are unstable, in which then they go and try to protect these animals that they think that are being attacked by Haitian immigrants and cause harm to people who are already vulnerable, who came to this country seeking stability and safety and coming from situations that were already volatile. And I think, when we think about the bigger picture, is thinking about what kind of country do we want to be, right? Is this the kind of rhetoric and messaging that we want the world to see about who our leaders are and those, that could potentially be elected into the highest leadership in our office and in our country. And I think what Harris did so well last night was remind the American people that this manic, dangerous liar cannot be reelected as President of the United States, and how crucial it is for us not to go back to the dark and dangerous days of the Trump presidency.
That's the other part of this story in terms of like making a coherent narrative for the election. People do not remember the dark days of the Trump administration. It's been 4 years since the last day of the Trump administration. And one of the key aspects of the Trump administration, beyond the fact that he was just like telling a million lies a minute, was how people got. Okay? If the Democrats want to win, and this is a win-win situation, if the Democrats want to remind people how unimaginably the Trump presidency looked like, they should just talk about this. They should be like, hey, it's happening again. And this ain't even president yet. And it's already happening. But that would require them to have a backbone on the issue of immigration. It is kind of shocking. At the very least, Democrats used to put out like a statement, right? They'd be like, oh, it's unacceptable to do this kind of anti-immigrant sentiment. Immigrants are the backbone of this nation type. They don't even do that anymore. It's nuts. It's nuts.
For temporary protected status. Haitian temporary protected status was recently extended and redesignated for Haiti, mainly due to violent anarchy in the country. But the total population of Springfield is around 58.
But you said that it was good that Democrats weren't running on social issues this time. This is the problem. This isn't like identity politics, which is a hollowed out version of like actual tangible policy. What the fuck are you talking about? That's the real fear that Democrats have, by the way. If they talk about this and be like, remember how it was when Trump was president? People are going to be like, oh, doing identity politics, I guess. No, I'm trying to stop a goddamn pogrom from happening. They don't know how to do it with nuance, though. All they know is shame, and that doesn't help. Honestly, this is warranted. You should be ashamed if you believe this. Straight up. You should be ashamed. If you believe any of this stuff, you should be very ashamed. Maybe that shame will cause you to, I don't know, behave normally next time around, like at the top of the hour, and subscribe for $6, 30% off right now, or for free with a Twitch Prime, so that you can avoid seeing the ad break at the top of the hour. You know what I mean? Who knows? We need more shame. Bring back shame, I say. Here's the ad break now.
8,000. So that's around 25% Haitian, and the growing pains in the community have not always been easy. State officials say it's stressing resources.
That obviously represents a massive increase based upon percentage of the population in Springfield. It is unprecedented in such a short period of time. The federal government simply has to be part of the solution. They have to step up. It is their policies that have created these surges.
The influx of Haitians has also manifested itself in other ways, including a tragedy. Specifically in 2023 when
like, this is what I mean. This is disgusting. This is CNN not actually like covering the story with honesty. This is CNN giving veracity to the claims being made by like Haitian migrants coming into the town. Dog, I tried to look this up. That's how I got to the Springfield, Ohio, like rate of. I was trying to figure out like what the vehicular manslaughter number is in Springfield, Ohio. And one of the things I found out was that there was another car crash that happened 6 days ago. It's just like it happens all the time. Of course, car crashes and car accidents happen with regular frequency. Okay? Why are people talking about this a year after the fact, though? It's because the dude who was responsible for it is a Haitian guy. That's it. That's why it was like, I mean, I was joking about this yesterday when I was watching the Adolf Hitler reincarnated YouTube video, but it's like, do you know anything about the Midwest? Like, Ohio is car crash city, dude. The fuck? These don't know how to drive sober, okay? It's crazy that they're like, I can't believe it, dude. A thing that is insanely commonplace must be the Haitians. Like, that's crazy. That is a crazy thing to think.
11-year-old Aiden Clark was in a Springfield bus crash, one that involved a Haitian immigrant who had a driver's license that was not valid in Ohio as reported by the New York Times. Aiden's
You're
father.
wrong. Florida has the car crash state? No, dog. Ohio literally has party plates. What are you talking about? So you can honk and party with the party plates people.
Father declined to speak on camera, but as others have posted about the tragedy recently, he told CNN in a statement, "We just want our family out of the news and for Aiden to not be mentioned in regards to politics." Putting aside any unverified theories about cats and dogs, Vilbrin Dorsonville, also Haitian, says he understands the criticisms about the strain on resources caused by the influx of immigrants.
I agree with these people.
But he also painted a harsh reality.
If it was not for a matter of death,
Look at this.
or
Look at
life
this.
in
Look
my
at this.
country,
Look at this.
it
Look
would
at
be
this.
better to get back.
Look at this, bro. Look at this. Worst, number 1, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming. Ohio's ranked number 24. Florida's ranked number 34. I talk about Florida drunk drivers all the time, but like, California ranked 30. Holy, we're worse than Florida. That's nasty business. New Jersey is the best state for drunk driving, as in like, I mean, the worst state for drunk driving. As in there's just not a lot of that happening.
And that's also something we heard from another Haitian immigrant who spoke at that city council meeting, saying that she estimates most Haitians would want to go back if it were not for the crisis there right now. Now, since we've been here in Springfield, no one we've spoken to, we haven't gotten any confirmation of pets being eaten or pets being taken to be served as food, but we did.
They are literally giving this story air and legitimacy, okay? They're giving this story air and legitimacy. What the? You are verifying basically what is going on. Here's a funny aspect of the Haitian story, though. An unforeseeable consequence. Who could have thought that Sneeko, who is part Haitian, would be getting yelled at by all of his fans that he's cultivated over the course of the last couple of years? Wow. Shocking. Sneeko, soon people will know the truth about the beautiful country of Haiti. All that right-wing grifting, and now they're making fun of your father's country is not so funny, huh? His whole fan base turned on him, Lamau. The Haitian cat story is fake, just like little British girl stabbed by Muslim refugee who was actually born in Cardiff. It has already been verified that the cat lady was just a black American, but one boomer makes it go viral on Facebook, and now it's a presidential talking point. It's easy to pick on third world countries like Haiti for being poor, but we should not demonize innocent people. Haiti's been completely destabilized ever since the Clinton Foundation stole billions of dollars in charity money. This is America's fault. Are we responsible to house thousands of Haitian refugees? Obviously not. He still is like, oh, well, we can't have too many Haitians. But the least we can do is blame our own people when they're eating cats. Yeah, all the right-wingers, all the right-wing grifters have talked to the same 4 insane people in Springfield, Ohio, dude. What the f is going on? It's like all these like lonely ass cat ladies with like repulsive personalities and an anxiety disorder making this, talking about how like Haitians are definitely without a doubt groping them and eating their cats. I'm sorry, dude. Maybe we shouldn't listen to like these random schizos, dude. What the? It's so crazy. And of course, the foreseeable consequence of this is now some Haitian families are keeping their children home for their safety, and one woman says she had her car vandalized in the wake of GOP's repeated anti-Haitian rhetoric. This is according to HaitianTimes.com. Aside from anxiety caused by Tuesday night's debate, the woman also said her cars have been vandalized twice in the middle of the night. Okay? They are invoking a pogrom. They are trying to do racial animosity. The irony, of course, is that like that black mayor, that dude who's like running for mayor, the black dude who also hyped up this narrative, is probably going to be, just like Sneeko, another obvious victim of anti-black race, because white people who are who just don't like black people and are leaning into this like Haitian story make no distinction between you and a Haitian migrant. Okay? You idiot. Document of a bunch of car accidents in Springfield, Ohio only goes up to 2021. Why is this a Google Drive? Here. Yeah, I mean, this is like the master list of traffic accidents. Kind of cool to see the U.S. copying the U.K. for once. Your nation is fully, your nation is fully fallen, I'm afraid. That's the other thing that's really funny about, like, again, same principle holds for like Latinos who are anti-immigrant that like talk about how they talk about like wanted to The thing I wanted to talk about was wait, what is this?
What's your motion?
Oh, as far as the Ohio story goes, I feel like this right here is the last thing I'm going to cover on that front. And then after that, we're going to move on. Wukong early, bitches 5:30. It's not even early at this point.
The small city of Springfield, Ohio. Today, the small city of Springfield, Ohio, found itself at the center of a fraught election year issue, immigration. Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance claims that Haitian migrants in Springfield are, quote, draining social services and causing chaos. He's also repeated a baseless rumor, already debunked by city officials, about pets being abducted and eaten, a story amplified by right-wing media and Elon Musk online.
Over the last 4 years, Springfield has seen its small population grow by over 20%, driven almost entirely by immigrants. William Brangham recently went to Springfield to understand how the city is coping.
The sounds of Haitian Creole carrying across soccer fields, in grocery stores, in restaurants, dishing up the popular Haitian street food.
I'm confused by this entire branch of this as what policy are they claiming is going to fix the problem? Dog, there's not even a problem. There's literally not even a problem. There is a solution, okay? They are the solution to a problem, and that's it. That's the real story. The problem was there were not enough workers in the town, and then these guys moved in, and we're like, oh, we'll do it, okay? So then they were the solution to a problem with a town that was in a state of disrepair. And what's crazy about it is that in spite of the fact that this like immigrant influx, just like historically in many other American towns also in a state of disrepair, has only contributed positively to the economy of this town that was left behind, is now being treated like there's some major issue happening. Like they've collapsed the entire country.
Food pate code. It's striking hearing all this in the heartland of the United States, Springfield, Ohio. Springfield's a small blue-collar city with a familiar story. Much of the factory work left decades ago, and the residents followed.
Yeah, the only problem is that they're black. There has been annual changes in and mass migration into other states. Okay? Nobody wants to leave Texas feeling an economic boom. They say the same thing about Florida. They say the same thing about Texas. They say the same thing about any state that people move to unless they're black. That's it. Okay? That's literally it. It's so stupid and so patently racist, like so transparently. It's crazy. Ain't nobody said this about the 187,000 Ukrainians that have been relocated inside of the United States of America. Nobody says this about like American citizens from one state moving to another. They only say this about Venezuelan migrants and Haitian migrants.
A community of more than 80,000 emptied out to less than 60. That is, until the last few years.
Our churches, we see new people.
In the pews.
Yes, absolutely.
Wes Babian was the pastor at First Baptist Church for almost 20 years.
For years, we've lost people, but you hope somebody else will come and take their place. That hasn't happened here.
Until now.
Because there are folks from Haiti who are coming to church.
We saw only
Lucas
pieces of it, not the full story.
Among his many other jobs, mans the soundboard for Sunday services, is one of those new Haitian members.
Why Springfield?
Of all places. Merzus, with his wife and daughter, were among the first Haitian families to arrive here in 2018.
I got a decent job when I was in Haiti, and then to make a difficult decision to leave, it wasn't easy.
The reason they left is their home country is disintegrating. Protests and increasing violence in the Caribbean nation culminated in the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse in 2021. Since then, the country spiraled. Armed gangs currently control 80% of the capital, Port-au-Prince. Merzus is one of the estimated 731,000 Haitian immigrants now living in the United States.
I got my brothers and sisters. My mother is still living there. I'm always thinking about my family in Haiti.
Because of that violence, the U.S. granted what's called temporary protected status to Haitians in the U.S., giving them limited time permission to live and work here. This was then expanded by the Biden administration.
Yeah,
Merzus
that's the
says
other
he
thing.
came to
Like,
Springfield
guys,
for the
Guys.
same reason most Haitians did.
These guys have TPS like the Venezuelans and just like the Ukrainians. So just understand that. Like, they have paperwork, okay? They are not like illegals in the way that these people are talking about. They are like, they're legally allowed to be there. They're legally allowed to work. Same with the Venezuelans, okay? Just understand that.
He heard that housing was cheap and jobs were plentiful.
It started slowly. We had an application pool that was a little bit different.
People coming to work here.
People looking for jobs. What he's welding here again are welded axle components.
Jamie McGregor is the CEO of McGregor Metal, which makes welded parts for the auto and farm industries. Right now, about 10% of his workforce is Haitian, over 30 employees.
I wish I had 30 more. Our Haitian associates come to work every day. They don't have a drug problem. They'll stay at their machine. They'll achieve their numbers. They are here to work. And so in general, that's a stark difference from what we're used to in our community.
McGregor acknowledges the sudden arrival of so many new immigrants is a challenge on multiple fronts. But he believes this is partly how the industrial Midwest can regrow.
We want more jobs in our community. And in order to fill those jobs, some jobs need to be people who are not originally from here.
There's things in the last 5 years that have really changed and has been a forward improvement for Springfield, but this is taxing the resources of the city. Well, afterwards.
Springfield's mayor, Rob Rue, says he was cautiously optimistic when the first Haitians settled in town. But then their numbers quickly rose. The city estimates 12 to 15,000 Haitians are here
That woke libtard got fired today. Hell yeah, brother.
now.
The infrastructure of the city, our safety forces, our hospitals, our schools. Springfield is a close community and has a big heart, but at the same point, we've had this influx that has taxed all these services.
What? Don't come at me saying I have no vested interest in the election because I'm Canadian. I live closer to DC than you do. I live inside the empire. I'm less than 100 kilometers to the border. You live in Rome. I'm a vassal. I hope you have a great weekend. You should probably take it off. I am. This guy is still chirping. He came back with this Sephiroth ass speech. Okay. Yeah. What is a kilometer, you loser? Shut up, you Canadian cuck. Talk to me in freedom units. Okay. I'm kidding. Don't get butthurt. That was a joke. Sephiroth died. I'm still here. Keep this chatter. He's amazing. Yeah. He just annoys me because his name is Chairman Wow, but he's such a smarmy little lib at times. Okay. You are no chairman. You are not worthy of sharing the name.
The number of students needing English language help has quadrupled in 5 years. Translators at the local health center cost hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and last year was the busiest year on record for the fire department. But it seemed that for the community at large, the increase in immigration and its stresses largely flew under the radar.
A lot of that changed last August. It was the very first day of school, and a school bus full of kids was coming down this road. A driver coming in the other direction came around that bend, said he was blinded by the sun. He clipped the bus, and the bus ended up in this ditch.
We begin with breaking news. Right now, multiple law enforcement agencies are on the scene of a deadly school bus crash.
Dozens of children were injured, and 11-year-old Aiden Clark died. When the driver was revealed to be a Haitian immigrant without a U.S. license, things erupted.
The majority of the Haitians here are low and they're illiterate.
I want to know who's busing them in. Who's responsible for that, and who can stop them from coming?
Our concerns don't have anything to do with lack of affordable housing.
For the past few months, Springfield resident and former journalist William
Oh, brother. Oh, my God. Go to any county commissioners meeting and you will see the worst people of all time. Holy
Monaghan has
fuck.
been a fixture at city commission meetings. He helps run a Facebook group that's become a clearinghouse for locals' concerns about the Haitians.
Oh my God. This guy, he's like, oh, this is not about. Also, we found out he runs the most consequential Facebook group in Springfield, Ohio. Dude, what is up with Americans, brother? Oh my God. Like, how does this happen? How do you get this way, bro? How do you get this way? You literally have to be the most psychotic little freak. Like, it's like that Street People of Los Angeles account. Like, they lose their minds, okay? This group was created with the intention of keeping the community better informed with accurate descriptions, and those responsible for only members can see who's in the group. Anyone can find this group. Group created on March 24th,
where people
2024. What do you want me to see?
Group that's become a clearinghouse for locals' concerns about the Haitians, where people complain about everything from reckless driving to higher rents.
Do you shop in Springfield? No. Do you drive the streets of Springfield? No. Do you consider that Springfield is your home? No. Are your kids safe in school? No.
They're talking about, I got kicked out of my house because the
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, they're doing a Klan meeting. I need these people to be forcibly re-educated yesterday. Stop it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate this. I hate this shit so much. I'm sorry, dude. If you have this level of resentment for people that are just simply interested in the same things you are, okay? Roof over their heads, food on the fucking table. If you get this aggro towards these people, you need rehabilitation pronto. You need re-education pronto. Ship these off to the goddamn countryside, make them toil the land and pick fruits, okay? No way. No way, dude. No way. We cannot fix this society.
rent went way up. My insurance has gone way up. I don't feel safe in the stores anymore. With maybe a couple exceptions, it's never a race issue. But they want to make it sound like a racial issue so they can demonize us and ignore our concerns. But these are valid concerns.
I have the same fears that you as mom and dads and grandma and grandpas and aunts and uncles have.
I won't say this is a Haitian crisis, this is an immigrant crisis. It's the fact that we have so many people here and we have a culture clash.
Mayor Roux says reckless driving is an issue, but there has been no uptick in related.
I personally think this many people should not feel this comfortable just being like, a bunch of black people moved here and I hate it. Like, straight up, I'm sorry. I feel like we have genuinely up somewhere like big time. Okay? That's crazy, brother. These are people who are just like in office. You know what I mean? These are people with positions of local power. But that's literally not what they're saying. Go ahead. You have the table. Go ahead. You have the table. Please explain what you think they're saying. And then we can play the same song and dance over and over again. We can be like 187,000 Ukrainians were relocated into the United States with not a single peep from people. Americans cross state boundaries on a regular fucking basis. Americans cross state boundaries on a regular fucking basis by much larger numbers than these 20,000 Haitians that went to Springfield, Ohio. The community leaders, people who own businesses are happy. There's actually people that are working the businesses. There's more people attending church. But a random Facebook group owner, a random guy who made a Facebook group that is just like pure unfiltered Hitlerian nonsense, documenting with vigilantism the accounts attributed to random Haitian people, have decided that there's actually real social instability happening because of what? Just these guys. Just these guys. These guys are just the problem. We're not saying it's a race issue. It's a culture issue. It's just a cultural difference. It's not race. It's not race. If Springfield, Ohio got 20,000 white from Idaho to move in, not a single peep would be said about the issue. If Springfield, Ohio got 20,000 Ukrainians to come into the town, this would be considered a success story about a town that was revitalized. There are a million different success stories about this, specifically ones that right-wing Republicans regularly promote. Like, look at Texas. People love migrating to Texas from California. Look at Florida. People love migrating to Florida from California. It's so good. They're beefing up the economy. Meanwhile, you're over here trying to justify some of the most Hitlerian suburbians in Springfield, Ohio's unimaginably fantasies. Oh my God. These people have brainworms. And so do you, if you think that there's any veracity to the claims that they're making. And no, they're not simply talking about the underfunded social programs. They're saying they need more social services. Every one of them said it wasn't a race issue. Oh, I didn't realize they said it wasn't a race issue. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, dude, I had no idea. Because people always say they're like all the time. They always say that. So if someone doesn't say that they're outwardly being in that moment, then who are we to judge them? They said that it wasn't a race issue. Never mind. I'm being sarcastic for those of you who can't pick up on it. Of course they're. What are you talking about? Oh my God, I'm going to stop. If they were complaining about social services, they wouldn't have a Facebook group called Documenting Haitians. It would be called Documenting Local Municipalities in terms of like mismanagement of funds, something like that. Okay? The South says slavery wasn't a race issue. States' rights can't be racist. True. The group was called Stop the Influx. What the man? Like half the population that we've encountered from Springfield, Ohio, that is like enough to sit in front of a camera has been like, listen, I just don't feel safe going to the grocery store. It's like, what? Because there's a black person there? Like, you should be embarrassed to admit that. You freak. You goddamn creature. What the are you saying? But my wife sees Haitians at the grocery store and gets scared. Okay, so you're not racist, but you're like, what do you mean? Someone here is.
To the immigrant population. But with souls, he says, the city needs help bolstering basic infrastructure.
We say we need help, basically for translation services and safety forces. That's what we're looking at. Our hospitals need.
The funniest thing is the like mass protests against Haitians were literally started by a neo-Nazi group in Ohio. Like they marched through the streets of Springfield, Ohio, multiple times now in their anti-Haitian parades that they've done, which is hilarious. Everybody knows that like the anti-Haitian sentiment originally kick-started with the Nazis.
Need reinforcement.
In the meantime, prophets like St. Vincent de Paul have stepped in. Here, people learn how to apply for jobs and how to navigate the city's computer system.
It's really important that when you file applications with immigration, that
A translator and a local lawyer helped this woman with her visa application. In a building across town, Vilas Dorsonville runs a support center that helps Haitians integrate into American life. He understands why so many new arrivals into an established community can create conflict.
They have the right to express themselves because we are living in a free speech world, whether it is from the Haitian side who are trying to find jobs and opportunities, whether it is from the locals who are complaining because too many people are coming here. It's human being. We are expressing ourselves the way we feel, but at the end of the day, we have to fight our way out to live together.
This mayor is complaining about not getting the resources he needs from the feds or state government. This is a resource allocation issue. How much you want to bet he wants to put all of that money in the policing? I will give you, dude, any amount of money, dude. That guy is going to literally get federal allocation and immediately put into cops. Okay?
Help bolstering basic infrastructure.
We say we need help, basically for translation services and safety forces.
Why would you ever think that an American small town mayor, especially in a place like Springfield, which is one of the most poverty stricken and one of the most ridden places in Ohio, which is Caled, why do you think they're going to do anything different? They got there by doing this already. The only solution is more of this. Yeah, and by the way, now they're getting bomb threats. Springfield bomb threat used hateful language towards migrants, Haitians, mayor says. Springfield is a community that needs help, Mayor Rob Bruce said in an interview in the Post, adding that national leadership provide that help. It's crazy. What Springfield needs is gifted subs so that they no longer have to be wrecked by the top of the hour ad break.
Who are trying to find jobs and opportunities, whether it is from the locals who are complaining because too many people are coming here. It's human being. We are expressing ourselves the way we feel, but at the end of the day, we have to fight our way out to live together.
But he says many Haitians would also return home if the violence subsided. Do you hope one...
For the record, that's the other part of this story, which is that not that like they would go back to Haiti if they could, but also that, oh, here, I'm running the 3-minute ad break now, but also that never going to happen. Oh, you mean the violence is never going to end in Haiti? Not that they're never going to leave. What? Run an ad, you fat. Okay, dude, calm down. Okay, you said every right-wing Republican conspiracy theory you could just to serve me the top of the hour ad break. Calm down now. Okay, we already ran it. And you called me fat in the process, which is crazy because I have, you know, prove it wrong, idiot. Wait, I can't tell if this person is actually trying to serve an ad break or if he like also legitimately believes this. Springfield is not 60,000, it's 156,000 with a 20,000 influx added into the number. So it was 140,000, let's say, or 130,000, and now it's 150,000. That's number one. Number two, it was in a state of disrepair. Okay, show it on screen. Wait, what? Google it. I can't tell. What is this guy doing? I can't tell if he's like actually, what is he talking about? Are you unwell? But he also wants me to serve an ad break? Like what? Why can't you Google it? What the? Oh, Springfield is 60,000 with a 20,000 population. Regardless, doesn't matter. It is 60,000 as of 2022. It's probably a little bit larger than that. The number is wrong. It's not 158,000. It's 58,000. Regardless, Springfield, Ohio is still one of the poorest parts of Ohio. It's 140K in the metro. Total population in 2024 of Springfield, Ohio was listed as 57,000%-ish, with 72.76% white, 17% black. Larger metropolitan area is like upwards of like the Springfield Township, I think, is larger. No, it's not. Poor Lamau. Prove it. You literally made stuff. Wait, because I want to prove how wrong you are to chat. Here it is. He won't look it up because you know she's wrong. He's sorry. What? What are you talking about? Are you okay, chatter? Springfield, Ohio is a relatively high poverty rate. As the most recent data, about 22.7% of his population lives below the poverty line. This is significantly, it speaks for itself. Dude, I don't think you understand what the data looks like because it doesn't actually prove the point you're making. I can't tell if you're like, you just wanted to dunk on Springfield or some. Like, Springfield poverty rate is 22.7%. Ohio poverty rate is 13.4%. National poverty rate is 11.1%. Are you okay? Also, okay, my bad, but it's still not one of the poorest or highest rates. I mean, where is it? I'm pretty sure Springfield has one of the higher rates in Ohio. And it's understandable considering that it has double the national poverty rate. Why are you so confident? That doesn't make any sense. It says in total index, Springfield is literally number 2. It's only safer than 2% of U.S. cities in overall. Thanks for looking it up. I hope we all learned something. We did. We learned that I was right. And we also learned that you're an idiot. Like, look at this. Prove it wrong, idiot. Show on screen. Google it. You literally just made stuff up. No, I didn't. We learned that I was actually right, like completely. Are you going to apologize? In what way? Dog, I said Springfield has one of the worst rates in the state of Ohio. I did say my bad. No, not my bad. You be a man and own up to your statements. You came in hottest, said, prove it wrong, idiot. Came on, said, Google it, said that I made it up, and then saw the data that I was pointing to. And now you're like, oh, my bad. No, you have to say, I'm sorry that I was an idiot, okay? And you called me a fat, which is why I thought you were memeing. Like, I literally thought you objectively were joking. I don't think you learned anything. Like, I think you learned nothing from this. No, the chatter can't be 15. He created an account in 2010, dude. What are you talking about? Think he created an account when he was first born? I'm sorry I was wrong about some of the information, but I was still right about the other stuff. What are you talking? No, you're not. You're not right about anything. I got the total population of the greater Springfield metropolitan area wrong, but that still doesn't change the equation. Because my argument was that Springfield was in a state of disrepair before the Haitian migrants actually moved in. That's part of the reason why the Haitian migrants moved there. That was the argument. The total number of people living there before immigrants or after immigrants doesn't change that at all. You were wrong about nothing. You were right about nothing. You were wrong about everything. I'm bigger than you, incel looking dude vibes. Are you saying I'm an incel looking dude because I said I'm bigger than you? No, he just said I'm fat. And I'm saying like that doesn't match up with the objective reality that you can see on screen. Sure, buddy. Oh God. Why is every internet debate lord like this, brother? Why? Sure, buddy. Okay, dude, you're like I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're just objectively wrong. An entire stadium full of people think you're an absolute ass, and you think you like own someone, and you'd rather be continuously wrong and an asshole on top of that. Pick a struggle. You know what I mean? Pick a struggle. Either be right or correct yourself and not look like an asshole. You can't be both wrong and an asshole at the same time. I'm not a debate lord. I just heard you misrepresenting the argument and wanted to clarify. You were wrong. You admitted that you were wrong and I was right. What do you mean I was misrepresenting? Dog, you came in here hot. Holy, you are a small town of 60,000 people, got an influx of 20K non-speaking English immigrants. You don't think the issues occur from that fact? It's also not a high area. It's followers only chat. The only thing keeping you from pissing yourself, run an ad, you fat. I thought that was a debate. Turns out he's just a hater. Okay, prove it wrong, idiot. Okay, show it on screen. Google it. You literally just made up stuff because I want to prove how wrong you are to chat. No, it's not poor Lamau. He won't look it up because he knows he's wrong. It speaks for itself. Every single thing I showed you was correct. Every single thing. And he admitted it. Okay, my bad. But it's still not one of the poorest or highest rates. Also wrong. Thanks for looking it up. I hope we learned something. He pulled a Donald Trump. And he was like, oh, I was just asking for Obama's birth certificate so we can all be confident that he's actually an American. In what way? I did say my bad. I'm sorry that I was wrong about some of the information, but I was still right about the other stuff. No, you weren't. You weren't right about anything. I'm not a debate lord. I just heard you misrepresenting the argument and I wanted to clarify. I'm not going to ban this guy. He's hilarious. That's crazy. This is how American conservatives operate, okay? This is how conservatism works. You just are completely in denial. You get owned. You're very confidently incorrect. And then you get owned and you turn around and you go, I was just pretending to be a person with a severe cognitive impairment. I guess you got owned in that circumstance. Anything else? It's like, no, dude, everyone thinks you're an idiot. You didn't prove anything. That's sad. It's additionally sad because you have a 2010 account, which means you're probably like 38 years old. You should know better by now. And one of the aspects of knowing better is like recognizing when you're in the wrong and then not trying to double down and like save face because you're saving face to absolutely zero people. Man, I disproved 3 things you said. You didn't disprove anything I said. The only thing that I got wrong was the 60,000 number. Okay? And that wasn't even wrong. Every aspect of this you just made up and then claimed I made up. It just happened. Why are you saying I disproved 3 things you said? We were there. We watched it happen. Like your logs are right here. What is going on? You literally were so wrong that you had to recognize that you were wrong and then said, oh, well, I was actually wrong so that you can, prove your point once again and show us the data. Like you try to do that face-saving operation that not a single person believes in here. Like you were like, oh, well, I was wrong. But like, honestly, it was so that you can, show your work again, that type of, like, as though that's a successful strategy here. You know what I mean? Just as planned, I was going to be confidently incorrect so that Hasan would show his data. Hasan, it's not one of the worst areas. Why is this only in the bottom 2% of the entire country?